Ho, hey folks, this is Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and you're watching WGS-TV. Tough guy.
Welcome back to another installment of WGS-TV right here on YouTube.com/WrestleGamer. I am Double B Boudreaux along with Chris Rogers from Rockin Waves 11294, and we're here with another installment of the Chris Jericho Report. And tonight on Monday Night Raw, Chris, Jericho enlightened a lot of us as to the meaning behind the It Begins promos and the phrase, it's the end of the world as you know it. And the way he did it, I thought it was kind of ingenious because he kind of incorporated his opponents in the Elimination Chamber match. That is CM Punk, Kofi Kingston, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, and R-Truth in his promo. Basically, he was finding out, taking moments from them and calling them what he said was Jericho wannabes. And it's rather, if you think about it, Chris, it was rather ingenious the way he did it, because not only was he putting over himself, but he was putting over his opponents at the Elimination Chamber at the same time.
Well, Chris has always been known for being the best in the world at what he does, and he's the best in the world at cutting a promo. And so seeing him, handle the mic and work it and work over the crowd, it was like watching a classic Jericho. I mean, he still got it. He's not showing any ring rust or promo rust. Still able to deliver it very well and work over the crowd.
Well, let me say this: the smiling, laughing, oh yeah, come on, baby, Jericho. I'm glad that's done.
Yeah,
done.
Now if they can only get rid of that gay sparkly jacket.
I don't know. Maybe it fit because, Jericho on the side, he's a rock star and whatnot, and you never know.
Well, I really could not see a heel Jericho wearing sparklies on a dress or on a jacket. That just does not seem Jericho.
Well, for those of you who didn't watch Monday Night Raw, let's reference a little bit of what Jericho said in his promo tonight on Monday Night Raw. When he referenced The Miz, he referenced to the fact that The Miz, when he was starting to get real big and get that big push in the company, when he would cut his promos, he'd be wearing a suit and tie. Who used to do that? Jericho. Yeah. He referenced Kofi Kingston quite a bit, with a lot of the aerial tactics, and Jericho, when he was in WCW and ECW, he did a lot of aerial maneuvers himself. But now with him being up in age and all, really can't see Jericho doing the same thing he used to do in his youth. But he can still go just with, with the best of them. R-Truth, in his reference, I still don't get.
Jericho used to say, "What's up?"
He was telling people, and he was saying, "Shut the hell up." Now I understand that. And then he referenced Dolph Ziggler about him being, accompanied with Vicky Guerrero, and how he was in the main event at WrestleMania 18, being accompanied by Stephanie McMahon. And then he referenced CM Punk, and everything that
that got a big pop.
Exactly, and everything we thought was going to happen actually happened, and basically reaffirmed everybody's suspicions and rumors of what they were going to be doing with Jericho when he would make his return to the WWE.
And I kind of called it when CM Punk started talking about how he was the best in the world at what he does. I kind of called it then that this was, I think he started using that before Jericho started coming back, before the 2012 promos began. When he started doing that, I was like, Chris Jericho's coming back soon.
Oh, yes. And
that was a given.
Well, let's talk about CM Punk's response of sorts.
It was his turn to troll.
Exactly. Basically, he out-Jericho'd Jericho, in a sense, because CM Punk came out and We're all looking for a response from CM Punk, who we've dubbed the master of the pipe bomb in the WWE. And basically, he out-Jericho'd Jericho. Or basically, he out-Jeritrolled Jericho by saying nothing, and it pissed Jericho off, is what happened. So, very interesting promo by Jericho. Again, Chris, think about it. Ingenious promo to not only put over himself, but every single one of his opponents in the Elimination Chamber.
Right. I mean, like I said, he is Chris Jericho, in my opinion, and CM Punk as well. Especially CM Punk in the last year. CM Punk has gotten to be epic in cutting a promo. I mean, ever since that one where he was demanding that they bring back his WWE ice cream bars,
I love some ice cream
I
bars.
now put CM Punk and Jericho up at the top for ability to cut a promo. I mean, it's just...
Who knows? Maybe soon we'll see Chris Jericho ice cream bars.
I don't know.
Well, let's move on to the main event on that happened on Monday Night Raw. It was a six-pack challenge where the stipulation was the winner of the match would enter last into the Elimination Chamber for the WWE Championship. Really great match. I'm going to elaborate a little bit more about the match on my Monday Night Raw review video, which will be coming up very shortly after this video. But in hindsight, the opening of the match was kind of brilliant if you think about it. Think back to the promo and everything Jericho said. Everybody but CM Punk basically turned and said, "Fuck you, Jericho!" Bam! And they all went after Jericho. But in hindsight, the matchup was really great. Again, I'm going to elaborate more on the following video, which will be Raw review.
As a matter of fact, when I was watching Raw with a couple of other people, Andy, he called the match from the get-go that Jericho was going to win. And
Ashley said the same thing.
Yeah, Jericho won it the same way he would win other matches like that. Wait and let the other guy do all the dirty work, and then go for the pin.
Exactly. So Chris Jericho will be entering last in the Elimination Chamber. And I want to let everybody know that I'm going to keep the Chris Jericho Report alive and going until WrestleMania. I'm going to follow Chris Jericho because whether he's a heel or a face, I've always been a big Chris Jericho fan of his work and everything. And everything that he's done. So be sure to look forward to more Chris Jericho Reports right here on youtube.com/WrestleGamer right here on WGS-TV. So what me and Chris want to know now is, what did you, the viewers and subscribers of WGS-TV, think of Chris Jericho tonight and his, enlightenment of the It Begins promos? His, reasoning for saying it's the end of the world as you know it. You know the two ways to do it. One, put your comments in the comment section below. Or two, leave a video response. Your thoughts on Chris Jericho and his promo, with his reasoning, his enlightenment of the It Begins promos, the end of the world as you know it. And also the fact that Chris Jericho won the six-pack challenge tonight on Monday Night Raw and will enter last in the Elimination Chamber. We want to hear from you, and I look forward to reading your comments and seeing your responses as to what you guys have to say. And before we go, Chris really doesn't know that I wanted to do this. I'm going to go ahead and spring this on him on the last second here. But my buddy Chris here and the other guys, since the WGS Radio closed its doors, sad face, Chris and the other guys have actually opened up their new radio show.
Yes.
Talking about wrestling. And Chris, I want to give you, the last minute or so here in the video to talk about your new show.
Yes. We had our first show last week, and it is called OTR, Over the Top Rope. It is a new show where we talk about everything there's to know about pro wrestling.
Bless you. And
And
I'm keeping that in the video.
yeah, there's no lot chewing on the show, but it's kind of like WGS-TV, but without all the people on Skype. We have news, and we also give our opinions on what we. It's basically a free-for-all, all-out brawl, basically.
Yeah.
And it's on every week, Wednesday, same time as WGS Radio was, 8 to 10 on Wednesdays, and it's on stickcam.com/OTR Media, MEDIA. And
I thought it was OTR Radio.
You know, check it out.
Okay. Well, I'll have the link to that in the description box of this video. So with that being said, for Chris Rogers of Rockin Waves 11294, Quack, I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux, saying thank you very much for watching.